What up, everybody? How's it going? YouTube Live. Let's double check. Are we on live right now? You gotta double check these things, otherwise, you get screwed. Okay, so let's go. What up, everybody? How's it going? YouTube Live. Alright. Hearing my voice is always weird. Happy Friday night. Right now it's May 20th. The new movie that came out, which I haven't seen yet, is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I've heard good stuff about it. I'll definitely have to put that on my must see list. Um, but I just got back from work not too long ago, and I want to discuss a few things that I missed out on this past week because I was working. I gotta pay the bills because YouTube doesn't pay my bills, unfortunately. I wish they did. But with 7,000 subscribers, no, they're not paying my bills. So I missed out on a few, and I want to discuss because I had some thoughts about this, all these topics, and just narrowing it down to a few. First off, let's get to Daredevil. Daredevil, my God, holy crap! Daredevil is coming back, people. I am genuinely excited for this. Like, you have no idea how much I love this show when it was on Netflix. It was just, the thing is, okay, to give you context, I know a lot of people sometimes conflated Marvel Television with Marvel Studios. Okay, um, I put up a poll some time ago saying like, hey, which one do you like better, DC with their dark movies or Marvel Studios with their colorful, happy, humorous movies, action-packed humor kind of thing. And some of you said, well, Marvel's not always comedy drama. Remember Daredevil? Remember Luke Cage? Remember Iron Fist? Remember Jessica Jones? I guess it was my fault that I should have specified Marvel Studios. I think I may have specified Marvel Studios in that poll. But what I'm getting at is Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Those were Marvel Television. All right, Jeff Leb. But Kevin Feige's Marvel Studios absorbed Marvel Television. Marvel Studios dismantled Marvel Television. So Jeff Leb lost his job. A lot of people lost their job when Marvel Television became no more. So that's why those shows got canceled, because Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige wanted to make shows for Disney Plus. So long story short, we saw Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil in this past Spider-Man No Way Home movie when he had that scene. He caught the brick and he said like, "Oh, I'm a really good lawyer." Everybody was like ecstatic, right? I was like, oh my god, is this a sign? Is this a sign? Is he coming back? Is he coming back? What's happening?" And turns out he is. I love those 3 seasons that they had on Netflix. That fight scene between Daredevil and Bullseye, it was amazing. I hope they bring back the guy who played Bullseye because he was fantastic in that role. And I felt like Bullseye as a villain was not fully explored, uh, in that on that final season, on the third season. So who knows? Who knows? But that's my hope. That's my hope. I am excited about this. Um, it's gonna be under Kevin Feige, obviously. Like I said, Kevin Feige absorbed Marvel Television. So I guess if you ask me what my concern is, the tone. You know, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and even The Punisher on Netflix. Their tone is way, way different than WandaVision, The Falcon Winter Soldier, Hawkeye. You see what I'm getting at? So my concern is like, what if they change it? What if they change a lot of what we like about Daredevil series? I hope so. I hope not. I'm sorry. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Kevin Feige and the new co-writers that they hired will allow for the tone to stay the same. Dominic is here. Hey, what's up, brother Dominic? I'm more of a DC guy, but on the Marvel side, Daredevil and Captain America are my favorite characters. Sadly, the Netflix series passed me by. Seems like it is coming back, and maybe I would try it. Yes. So since uh, if you're wondering, it's not on Netflix anymore. So Daredevil, all the Defenders, right? Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, they're all under Disney Plus now. They're all on Disney Plus. Um, there's no word yet uh, if they're also gonna bring back Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. No word yet. Right now, the only person on the board is Daredevil, Matt Murdock, played by Charlie Cox. And you know what? I'll take that W. I'll take that win. I take that. Hey, I'll take what I can get right now. All right. Maybe they're taking their time with the rest of them. That's fine. We're getting Daredevil back. That's something to be joyful about. So the new co-writers, the new team are Matt Corman and Chris Ord. I think what is their previous gig is Covert Affairs. Remember Covert Affairs? Piper Parable, Christopher Gorham. It was a pretty okay show. Pretty okay. I saw a few seasons of it. It wasn't the greatest. It was like a USA Network kind of show. So let's see. I hope they keep the tone the same, right? Um, not coddled down, not family friendly, not um, comedy like Thor Ragnarok. It has to be Daredevil, the Daredevil that we knew. Um, but yeah, I'm just happy that Charlie Cox is coming back. Hopefully Wilson Fix is coming back, and hopefully the guy who plays Bullseye comes back because he is amazing in that role. So yeah, this is great news. I was at work when I heard about this, and I was like, oh man, I wish I could have done a live stream of it when it was when the iron was still hot, sort of so to speak. But now I'm sharing you my thought how excited I am, and hopefully they're bringing back all the gang, the Defenders. Um, it still saddens me what happened to Marvel Television because I thought Marvel Television did a fantastic job with these shows, at least the Netflix shows. All right, we can have an argument about Hulu's Runaways. We can have an argument about Freeform's what's that one? Blood and something. Those other Marvel shows on other platforms, they sometimes are iffy, not that great, but the Netflix ones, they were awesome. They were awesome. I love it. Now, Frank Castle, the Punisher Marvel series on Netflix. Oh, it was so violent, so good, so good. The way Punisher should be. And so if they bring back the Punisher on Disney Plus, I don't know if that's the right platform for that though. If they were to bring back Punisher series, bring back John Bernthal, and hopefully bring back the showrunner because he did a great job with those 2 seasons. I hope they do it. I hope Kevin Feige would allow that show, the Punisher show, to come back on Hulu, because Hulu is the platform under Disney bundle, the Disney family. Hulu is the platform for sort of the edgier, the more adult kind of content, like Love Victor or the recent one, Conversations with Friends. So yeah, I could see the Punisher on Hulu because Hulu would allow cuss words. Hulu would allow strong sexuality content. So that's Disney's platform for more adult oriented stuff. Kind of like back in the day, they had what do you call Touchstone, right? For the adult kind of oriented stuff on the movies or on the big screen. So for TV, that's Hulu is that's that place where they could be like, you know what, we're gonna let the adult stuff run with this on this platform. So hopefully, I'm hoping that the Punisher would come back and it'll be on the Hulu. But that's just my wishful thinking for the time moment. So let's get to the next topic that I wanted to talk about. Saturday Night Live. I don't know about you, but why is this? I don't want ad. Stop playing ad. Okay. So I have stopped watching Saturday Night Live for quite some time now. I I would catch Saturday Night Live here and there whenever there's like a clip that goes viral, or maybe a sketch that is so funny everybody just shares it on Twitter. But regularly, like every Saturday night, I don't do that anymore. I don't watch them religiously as I used to when I was in college. When I came to America, it was one of my one of my favorite things, late night stuff. So, but this is a pretty big deal. Pete Davidson is leaving the show, and he's not the only one. Entertainment Weekly says Kate McKinnon, one of their biggest stars, Kate McKinnon, A.D. Bryant, and Kyle Mooney are also leaving the show after this current season 47. Pete Davidson, as you know, is leaving the show because he's busy banging Kim Kardashian. No, I'm sorry, I don't know what his reason is, but the thing is with Pete Davidson, guys, he is famous right now just for being, for dating Kim Kardashian. So like he's famous for the tabloidy stuff, tabloid stuff. He's not famous for, oh my God, there's this new movie starring Pete Davidson coming up. No, no. Oh my God, there's this new TV show starring Pete Davidson. No, nothing. He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing but bang Kim Kardashian. So, and I think he's riding that coattail happily. And so it's like, I don't need SNL. I don't need Saturday Night Live. What do I gotta bust my ass off every Saturday? Playing sketch. Sitting through hours of makeup. Um, I could just like hang with Kim Kardashian. Get paparazzi shots and make money off of that fame. So anyway, Kate McKinnon though, Kate McKinnon, that's the shocker to me. Kate McKinnon has been with SNL for years, and here's the thing: I started watching Saturday Night Live. When I first came to America, 1999, 2000. Even though I was already familiar with Saturday Night Live when I was in Indonesia, I was because we had a lot of our TV in Asia showed a lot of reruns of American shows. That's why I grew up loving the A Team. I grew up loving Airwolf and all that guys. Even though it was like mid '90s and those were '80s shows. But I when I came to America, the cast of SNL were consists of Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, who else? Name it. Oh, Dana Carvey. I'm drawing a blank right now. and that girl who plays like superstar. She puts her hands in her armpit. That's the Saturday Night Live cast that I loved and enjoyed when I was in high school in America and throughout college. That's the cast. But even I have to admit, despite the fact that Saturday Night Live's jokes or quality of humor has gone downhill over the past decade, and you gotta admit, maybe you're fans of SNL, but even you have to admit the quality is not as good as it used to be, right? The writers may have changed, the team of writers, whatnot. But despite all that, Kate McKinnon, I think, I want to say if I were to rank, all the cast members of SNL since the beginning, Kate McKinnon is up there, man. Probably top three, with John Belushi and some of the legends. Because if you're just grading the cast members of SNL based on how good they are at impersonating celebs, nobody does it better than Kate McKinnon. Nobody. Kate McKinnon has even played boys like Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, like spot on. I was like, what the hell? There's nothing that she can't do. She can do anybody. And she's been with SNL for a long, long time. So it's going to be, these are big shoes to fill. Hers are big shoes to fill. I think back the Will Ferrell cast also consists of Daryl Hammond. Remember, Daryl Hammond plays Bill Clinton or all the other Donald Trump. I think Daryl Hammond was as close as I could remember to being so flexible and impersonating celebs just as well as Kate McKinnon does. Um, you may disagree with me, and that's fine. But Kate McKinnon is up there, man. She can play anybody you throw at her. That's just it's amazing. It's amazing what she does. You know, she, she just transforms. Holy crap! um, Hollywood Purgatory. Yes, I hope the whole cast comes back for Daredevil. Uh, Although we already talked about Daredevil, I just want to chime in real quick. Thanks for bringing that up, Hollywood Purgatory, because I remember I was covering the press junket for one of the I forgot it's one of the independent movies. Anyway, it starred Deborah Ann Woll, the actress Deborah Ann Woll who plays um, the love interest of Charlie Cox. I'm sorry, the love interest of Matt Murdock. She's a redhead. Well, anyway, she has this independent movie, and I covered her junket and I interviewed her, and I remember on that junket, she was talking to the director, like just just having a conversation, um, and I overheard her. She's like, this was after Daredevil got canceled. She told the director, "I was like, oh man, I'm unemployed right now." She's like, I gotta find another gig. And the director's like, why? We got canceled. It's like, so they were just having like, just chat between friends, if you will. And I was sitting nearby and I was like, oh. So I was like, it sucks, man. So yeah, to your point, Hollywood Purgatory, I do hope the whole cast comes back because I want Deborah Ann Wall to get a gig, to get a job. I want her to get employed. It's tough out there for an actress. Um, so hopefully she comes back, not just Charlie Cox, not just Wilson Fisk, but more than that, I hope the guy who plays Bullseye comes back. Again, for the thousandth time, Bullseye was amazing. It sucks that the season 3 did not fully explore, how awesome, he could be. He got cut off. Like the finale is like, oh my God, we don't get to see his potential to the fullest. So Bullseye needs to come back. Dominic Spano here. Kate McKinnon is great. She is funny and beautiful. Yes, I know I have zero chance with her for good reasons, so that's okay. Hey, don't worry, Dominic. I got a feeling that Kate doesn't like me as. I got a feeling that I'm not her type either, okay? You and I are not her type. It's obvious. I never felt Pete was funny, to be honest. I lost interest in SNL years ago. Yeah. And Hollywood Purgatory says Pete Davidson isn't funny. Not hard to admit. Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing, guy, about Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson is funnier as a stand-up comic. Have you seen his stand-up? His stand-up is pretty good. Go YouTube it. Go Google it. Even the one that the ones that he did on Comedy Central roast, with Jeff Ross. He did one roasting Justin Bieber. Drawing black at Justin Bieber, and he did one on Rob Lowe. So as far as stand-up goes, Pete Davidson is actually funny. But sketch-wise, impersonation-wise, impression-wise, he's just not that funny. The funniest Pete Davidson sketch on SNL that I've ever seen, probably the only funny one. Remember, guys, he did a sketch with Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson plays this explorer in the jungle. Pete Davidson was his assistant, and a lot of kind of ambiguously gay duo type of jokes in there. Now that was funny. I think at one point Dwayne Johnson's character got bitten by a snake, in his upper thigh, and so Pete Davidson had to do a cartwheel and just try to suck it off. Come on, now that was funny. But I think much of that credit goes to the writer, right? The writers need to get a lot of credit for those funny sketches that actually were funny. So yeah, Kate McKinnon leaving, that's a big blow, I think, to the SNL. I mean, like, I'm sure they're gonna try to find replacement. I'm sure they're gonna have a big audition again. We're gonna see new comedians trying out. But it's going to be hard to fill those shoes, man, because Kate McKinnon's impression skills are amazing, amazing. Kay says, "Hey sir, what platform will Daredevil come? It'll be on Disney Plus. Disney Plus. As I said, I want the Punisher to come back, but I don't know if Disney Plus allows cursing and ultra violence. So if the Punisher comes back, hopefully it's on Hulu because Hulu is like part of Disney bundle that is Hulu's pretty much a platform under Disney that allows for more adult content. So I hope the Punisher comes back, and I hope the Punisher comes back on that platform. But that's just my wish. So how the no to Wilson Bethel recast him. No. Hey, it's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. Karen Page, yes, that's right. That's right. Karen Page, indeed, yes. That is the name of Deborah Ann Wall's character. So let's get on to the next topic, so we don't spend too much, all night here. Let's see here. Before we get to Amber Heard, all right. I want to discuss real quick about Netflix layoffs. Netflix cut about 150 staffers this past week. That is massive, you guys. That's a lot of workers that lost their livelihood. Right now, they gotta scramble around trying to find the next gig so they can pay their rent, and they pay their cell phone, they pay their, you know, bills. It's just like it's devastating. I I don't know if I told you guys this. I've been fired twice before in the past. I'm laughing, but I'm still, when I look back on it, it's like damn, that kind of sucked. Um, fired Getting fired is different from getting laid off, though. Getting laid off is like a mass thing, right? Getting fired is more of an individual thing. You're fired. Um, and so this is terrible. This is terrible, and I retweeted some of the well, why do I have why do I have Dwayne Johnson here image here, Black Adam? I retweeted some of the Netflix employees that got laid off this past week, and they actually tweeted that I lost my job today. Like this lady, Charlotte Walsh, I got laid off from Netflix today. Seriously heartbroken, but incredibly proud of the work that I've done. My coworkers, I love you to death. Um, Madeline Chung. Unfortunately, I was affected by Netflix layoffs today. I was a wild ride, and I'm proud of the work that I did. Feel lucky. Regina Kim, you can add my name to the long list of Netflix layoffs. Not sure yet what my next step will be, but if you know any freelance opportunities, entertainment, journalism, marketing, my DMs are open. So a lot of these people, before they went on board, or before they joined Netflix, they were freelancers, meaning they write for various platforms, right? That's why sometimes when you read a blog on, for example, Cinema Blend, sometimes they could be one of the staff writers, sometimes it could be a guest writer. One of the guest writers means freelancers. They just want to contribute to that platform because that platform has a big audience, and in hopes that it'll add to their credibility or legitimacy as an entertainment journalist, if you will. So this is how the game is played. Do I play that game? No, I don't play that game. Why? Because English is my second language, and my writing sucks. My grammar sucks. So even if I want to contribute, if I want to guest write or freelance for Variety or Hollywood Reporter or Cinema Blend, guess what? They're not gonna say yes. All right, they're gonna look at my writing and be like, your writing sucks. Amina says, I got laid off from Netflix, probably gonna chill for a little bit, but if you guys have any freelance work, again, freelance is the key word. Tess Garcia says, I was only there for 3 months. I don't know how I'm gonna afford my apartment anymore, but I do know that I'll never stop advocating for our Latino communities. It was such a privilege to to be on a massive platform. So, guys, here's the thing, guys. Sometimes we forget that there are people in a company, right? Sometimes we forget that there are people behind the scenes working on a show. what I'm getting at is, if you, for example, if you hate Batwoman, I hate Batwoman, all right? So I'm on the same camp, and Batwoman got canceled. We probably gonna be happy a little bit, right? Because the show sucked. Why on earth would you want to cheer for such a sucky, terrible show? So it's understandable that we're like, hey, the show ended. It deserves to end. But we forget sometimes that means a lot of people lost their jobs. You know, not just the actors in front of the camera. I'm talking like the guy holding the boom mic. The guy with the camera, the guy, the catering food guy. He lost his job. It takes a village to make a show. It takes a village to make a movie. And the same thing with Netflix too. Sometimes we're like, yes, finally they need to cut, a bunch of these people off because Netflix is terrible. They're putting out terrible contents. What is going on here? Ha ha! It serves them right for them to go through these budget cuts and these labor cuts. But dude, these are people, dude. These are human beings, dude. These are people like you and me who are just trying to get by. They're not Ted. What's the CEO name? They don't make like $13 million a year or whatnot. So I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty. I'm just saying that maybe, even though there's a part of us that kind of happy that Batwoman got canceled or that Netflix is going through this kind of stuff because we hate Netflix. Just be mindful. Be mindful that there are regular folks that are suffering because of that cancellation or because of that budget cut. You know what I'm saying? There's always more to the picture than just what you think. So that's why I'm bringing this issue up right now. And this happened when I was at work this past week, and I couldn't speak on it until now. So the Netflix guys did bring this onto themselves, though. They, as I understand it, their business model is not very sustainable because they just pretty much depend on debt. They just depend on incurring debt, and they're way too ambitious in their production. Like, do we really need Avatar live action series that they're developing right now? Like, I mean, look at Cowboy Bebop. As much as I enjoy that show, that got canceled. Because the budget ballooned like crazy. I think they shot it also in New Zealand or whatnot. And like these like crazy stuff. Like, why are you so ambitious? And then you're making all these shows, overwhelming us with all these shows, bombarding us every week. And guess what? After they come out, most of these shows, once they come out on Netflix, boom, nobody talks about them anymore. I'm right. I'm right. Other than Stranger Things. Stranger Things is their big event, right? Their big headliner, right? Stranger Things is like their babies. Like, oh, their cash cow. Other than Stranger Things, can you name a few others? Like the ones that come out on a weekly basis? Other than Stranger Things and Squid Game, even Squid Game was like a surprise. Squid Game was not even planned. It became a huge hit after it came out. But the rest of them, they become invisible, man. It's like, and then it's a loss. It's a loss. It's not a profit. And so I put a post on a poll for you guys because this is true. Netflix is reportedly planning to launch a cheaper ad-supported option later this year. Kyle Arkin says they got The Witcher. Yes, so The Witcher, Stranger Things. So it's little here, this title, that title over there, but not all of them become big like The Witcher. Not all of them are big shows like Stranger Things. You see what I'm saying? So Cowboy Bebop has the worst ending. Hey, yeah, but we're gonna save that for a Cowboy Bebop video discussion. But yeah, so other than those few, the rest of them, they're because they have Netflix India, they have Netflix Thailand, they have Netflix Indonesia, they have Netflix Spain, they have Netflix Italy, right? Summertime is an Italy show. Who Killed Sarah is from Mexico, stuff like that. So not all of them become big, guys. Not all of them become big. Netflix is reportedly planning to launch a cheaper ad-supported option later this year in order to reignite subscribers to growth. Um, if you're wondering what that means, is that it means that they're gonna run advertisements. Now, do you guys have Peacock streaming service? This is basically what Peacock streaming service does. So before they give you the show or the movie uninterrupted, they're gonna run about 60 seconds of like compilation of ads at the beginning of the show. So that's what's gonna happen. 19% of you says 102 votes. The poll got 102 votes. 19% of you says I like it. I'll stay subscribed. 39% says I hate ads. I will unsubscribe. 26% says you guys says not sure that'll work, meaning the plan. Not sure if that's gonna attract new subscribers. And 16% of you guys says I don't care. um, so yeah, it's pretty mixed result here. And last but not least, here's my final thought on that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm a fan of Netflix. I love Netflix, and I'm not saying that just because Netflix gives me advanced screeners. It's like it's not a bribe thing, but Netflix never gives me interview opportunities. So not that I'm butthurt about that, but my point is that I like Netflix. You see me reviewing a lot of Netflix contents because I enjoy watching their stuff. But I think the criticism about Netflix is valid. Okay, I think they really need to slow down. They need to like hit the brakes on some of these production. Like, what are you trying to prove, guys? Are you trying to do a world domination by having Netflix in every country? By having do it like HBO Max, or do it like Peacock, or do it like Hulu, where you only have they would have a Prime Video. They would have 3 or 4 originals. They would put out 3 or 4 originals every month, right? Either TV show or movie, and then the rest will be not just like regular movies from the past, but also contents from other countries that are not original, that are not new, but you bring it here for U.S. audiences to enjoy. That's what HBO Max does. I think they did Gamora. I think one of them. So that's something that you can do. Don't keep bombarding us with like 5, 6 new shows every week that no one's gonna end up watching anyway, and then you end up losing money. Another reason is also because of Russia. I read that a lot of subscribers of Netflix come from Russia, and because they cut relationship with Russia because Russia invades Ukraine, so they lost a lot of subscribers, an amount of people from there, and that's understandable. That's something that you cannot control. But yeah, it's saddening, man. I've lost jobs more than I wish I had. Like I know how terrible the feeling is when you don't have a job. Because I can't live off YouTube. I keep asking you guys for Patreon. I can't live off of Patreon. I can't. There's no way. There's no way. So I gotta have a job, and other people have to have jobs too to put food on their table. It sucks even more if you have mouths to feed, like children to feed. I don't, so I'm lucky on that department. So I feel for these guys who lost their jobs this past week, especially the ones who have their own families, and hopefully they can get back on their feet, and just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, definitely. Before we get to the last topic, Dominic says, I don't get all the hate with Netflix. It is a quality streaming service. Like most others, some Netflix movies are good and many stinks. But overall, it's still good quality service. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there, Dominic. Um, Kyle Irving, I haven't gone on Netflix since Daredevil ended up on Disney Plus. Hey, I don't blame you. Daredevil is a good show. It's a good show. Do you think Netflix took a major blow losing the Defender show? I don't know if that's the reason why a lot of subscribers are leaving Netflix. And I think to answer your question, Kyle, I think the writing was always on the wall. You know, The minute that Disney launched Disney Plus in 2019, the minute that Marvel Studios absorbed Marvel Television, that's why Marvel Television was not no longer or gotten defunct. The writing was on the wall. We knew even then, it's just a matter of time that the Defenders were gonna jump ship to Disney Plus. So maybe it hurt Netflix in a way, but it's not like they still have, like you said, they have The Witcher, they have Stranger Things, they have all these guys, Squid Game. So it's not so much as that, if you ask me. Um, but here's the thing too. Ryan made a good point here on the comment section. They really need to stop raising the prices to begin with. They don't have content to boast a $20 price tag. It's mostly low budget foreign B movies on the US version. Um, that's a valid point too. I think the last remind me guys how much you guys pay monthly for Netflix right now? I want to say I pay $18 something, right? Where I get to enjoy Netflix on two devices, my laptop and my cell phone. I think if you pay for three devices, I think it might be close to $20, right, per month. Guys, $20, dude, dude. Minimum wage, federal minimum wage is still $7.25, you guys. The fact that Netflix subscription fee has increased in just a few years, so much more expensive, it's gone so higher than federal minimum wage in 40 years. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. We have so many bills, right? We got rent, insurance bills, we got cell phone bills, we got whatever bills. And then on top of that, $20 a month. So even Peacock streaming service is only $5. But yes, when they put that those advertisements in front of the videos, yeah, that they better bring that the $20 down all the way down to $5, man. Those ads need to like be able to pick up the, if you will, pick up the loss. Let's see before. Holly Purgatory replied, "You said yourself, some are good, many stink." Yep. Netflix mistake is buying a bunch of bargain bin movies that no one wants to watch. Yes, we discussed that. I did, but Netflix still has other movies. It isn't just its original content. It's still a good service. Hourly wage versus monthly subscription. Yeah, but my point is that people's purchasing power is not that power. See, this is why you have second English as a second language. People's purchasing power stays stagnant. People's economic power stays stagnant, but everything else goes up, including Netflix subscription. That's what I'm getting at. So it sucks. Why do you gotta keep raising your prices? Even Prime Video and Peacock are not $20 a month. Don't read my comment on the poll. I may have the proper authorities come to my doorstep. So you're saying the government is useless? That's another topic for another time. Let's see, who else here? Kyle Arking. A friend of mine lost their job at Netflix. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Sorry to hear that. Good evening. I can't wait to see Charlie's new suit as Daredevil. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Is Daredevil going to have a new suit? Yeah, right? I mean, new season. You got to have a new suit. You know who always has new suit every season? The Flash. Grant Gustin. I think the most recent one, he had the boots on. So yeah, I'm down for Daredevil having a new suit for the season 4. It's gonna be awesome. The answer is to cancel Netflix. Woo! All right, so okay, last topic. It's already 12 midnight right now Eastern time, where Dominic is. So, and a lot of you guys are also on the East Coast. So I don't want to spend too much time. You guys got to get your beauty sleep. I got to get my beauty sleep, right? So this past week, when I was at work, and I'm sure you guys saw this, right? If you've been tuning in to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, I think day 18 or something like that. I lost count how many days now. And Dominic, you probably watched this. Amber Heard's sister took the stand. Whitney Henriquez. That's her married name, by the way. She's married to a Henriquez. So she testified against Johnny Depp. And Whitney said that she witnessed Johnny Depp grab Amber Heard by the hair and hit her in the face repeatedly when they were married. Uh, Whitney said that she lived with Amber Heard and Depp off and on during the course of their relationship and that she thought of Depp as a brother. Whitney testified about an altercation in which she saw Johnny Depp throw a Red Bull can at his nurse, Debbie Lloyd, which Lloyd denied in her testimony. Whitney said during the incident, Depp ran up a set of stairs toward her. So hold on, let's pause that. So Debbie has denied it, but Whitney said, no, that happened. So again, a hearsay, so we don't know. We don't know until somebody actually has a video surveillance of that happening. We don't know who's telling the truth here. Whitney says, he comes up behind me, strikes me in the back. I hear Amber shout, don't hit my effing sister. She smacks him, lands one. By that time, Johnny had already grabbed Amber by the hair with one hand and was whacking her repeatedly in the face with the other. Woo! So, for those of you who lived under the rock, Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for her 2018 op-ed on Washington Post. And Amber Heard has filed a counter lawsuit for $100 million. Guys, here's the thing though. Now that with this thing came up, another name, Jennifer Lau, has been mentioned by the fans of Johnny Depp, because Jennifer Lau is the former boss of Whitney Henriquez, and I believe from what I read, she said what Whitney said did not happen. This is crazy. This is so maddening. Like, it's messing with my head, because we heard from Amber Heard this past week, and we felt conflicted. It's like, oh my God, if that's really true, if Johnny Depp really threw a phone at her, then that's not cool, man. That's not cool. But how are we supposed to know? Like, how are we supposed to know that the pictures of her bruises are real? And now Whitney's testimony about Debbie, the nurse, Debbie already said that didn't happen. She did not. It's like, it's a he says, she says, he says, he says. And it's like, when is this going to be? If I were the judge, if I were the jury, I wouldn't know how to decide on this, man. I wouldn't know how to decide on this matter. It's going to be really shocking what the ultimate decision will be at the end. Because this is one of those cases that's just like, okay, I think any one of them could be telling the truth. Any one of them could be telling the truth. But at the same time, any one of them could also be telling lies. Who are we supposed to believe in this, man? I'm still on Team Depp. I'm still on Team Johnny Depp. But, part of me is like, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Johnny. Say it ain't so. I don't know. But obviously, if you go on Twitter, and I don't want to go through all of them, a lot of the fans of Johnny Depp are bringing up Jennifer Howell. I'm sorry, Jennifer Howell. I said Lau. Howell. Hoping that Jennifer Howell will take a stand again in defense of Johnny Depp. Not that I don't think she's scheduled yet, but Jennifer Howell's name came up now after Amber Heard's sister testified. Shanley says, confirmed Jennifer Howell will testify in Johnny Depp's rebuttal case next week and will dispute some of Whitney Henriquez's testimony, specifically about the staircase incident. So there you have it. Shanley said that. Jennifer Howell will testify. Jennifer Howell is the former boss of Whitney. So, oh, this trial seems like it has gone on forever, forever, you guys. And I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna end, and I don't know how it's gonna end. But either case is gonna it's gonna be like a big headliner. It's gonna be like the topic of conversations around the water cooler for days to come, man. It's gonna be insane. um, Dominic says a handful of us here. Alcohol is the devil. I don't drink, but my ex did once in my residency, and got violent. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Dominic. I'm sorry that that happened to you, my friend. Um, the thing is, guys. Yeah, alcohol does weird shit to different people, man. I drink, but I'm not an alcoholic. I drink responsibly, but some people that's their demon. To some people that's their demon. Their trigger. Um, and I'm sorry that happened to you, my friend. It sucks when you hear stories like that when people lost it when they're drinking, and they lash out or they project or they actually attack the people that they're supposed to love around them. It's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. Do you think Amber will be in Aquaman 2 next year? Yeah, I think so. I don't think WB is going to be reshooting her scenes the same way Ridley Scott reshot Kevin Spacey's scenes with Christopher Plummer. I don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, I think because it's already in the can, they already filmed it. They just delayed the release because of this whole Gabrapple. They don't want this PR, because Aquaman I think was supposed to come out later this year, but they pushed it to next year because this is not the PR that they want for the movie. Kyle Arking sounds like they cut Amber scenes, so that won't matter if she's in it or not. No, I doubt it. I doubt that they're gonna cut Amber scenes, and the producers have spoken as well. I think James Wan also had spoken in defense of keeping Amber Heard scenes in. They're not speaking in defense of Amber Heard about this case, but they're like, we're gonna keep her in. We already shot this. We're not gonna change her. We're not gonna cut her out. Nothing's gonna happen. But it's wise that they push back the release because again, this is not the kind of this Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard is not the marketing that they want for for Aquaman 2, most definitely, and that's totally understandable. But yeah, I don't know who's gonna show up next week. I don't know if Jennifer Howell is definitely gonna show up next week. I'm still waiting for. Did Ellen Barkin show up this past week, Dominic? Did I miss out on Ellen Barkin yesterday or today? Because that's what I was looking forward to. I was like, but then of course I had to work. So if I missed out on that, it's like, damn. But yeah, another week, another round of witnesses, and maybe Johnny Depp will take a stand again to defend himself. We'll see. The thing is, whenever Johnny Depp, uh, took oath and took a stand, he's always funny, guys. He's always funny. Did you see how he kind of like just trashed Amber Heard's lawyer's line of questioning? It's just like, just check it on TikTok or check it on YouTube compilation of Johnny Depp destroying Amber Heard's lawyers, destroying the cross examination, with jokes. Johnny Depp's got jokes, yo. So if he comes back to testify, it's gonna be a hoot. That guy, without trying too hard, Johnny Depp knows how to entertain. It's in his blood. He's an entertainer through and through. Dominic says, "I'll be honest, I fell off of it last few days. I don't blame you. I told you, it kind of went tedious for a while. It was like after 3 days of just Amber Heard. It's like, really 3 days of Amber Heard only. So when they finally brought the witnesses on Thursday and Friday today, I was like, I had to work. I had to go to work. It's like, where were those witnesses on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? When I was home, man. When I was home. So hopefully that's not the same thing happening again next week. So we'll see. Depp is a comedian now, and by the way, his lawyer Camille Vasquez, I bet he is dating her. Camille is hot, isn't he? I mean, isn't she? What did I say? He. Camille is hot, isn't she? She is hot. I gotta hand it to you, Dominic. You always have a good taste, in women. So, great minds think alike, definitely. And if I were Johnny Depp, hell yeah, I'd date Camila Vasquez. Hmm. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think that um, I don't think that Whitney's testimony, Amber Heard's sister, I don't think it's like a what's it called, silver gun or smoking gun. No, it's a smoking gun or the biggest blow. It's like that blow the case wide open. No, and I don't think so. That's just I think it's another he says she says. It's shocking. What she described is shocking. If it's true, I don't know how to believe that. I don't know how to wrap my head around that. But I don't think the jury's gonna be like, oh, nailed it. We're just gonna decide based on Whitney's testimony and that's it. No, no, no. We're gonna have another round of more people, another round, another week of this circus until whenever it ends, and God knows when that will be. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, especially those of you guys on the East Coast or in other countries where it's like already midnight or probably in the morning. Thank you for tuning in, Dominic, Hollywood Purgatory, Kyle Arking, Ka. Who else? Am I missing anything? Okay. Thank you all for chatting with me right now. And for those of you who didn't get to chat and also want to share your thoughts about these topics, please, please, please share them. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's rock this.